set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They go play action now. Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready at their own 24. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 23. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Ready?
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish, and one fell through.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not even tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well, they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have the Lions first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On second down, they'll run it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Really had to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set.
In motion goes the tight end. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Come on, set. 61. That's box right.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't. At least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Johnson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Let's go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Right, 37.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordell Patterson. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took it home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring out a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Johnson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he is going to have it.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And it's going to be another first down as he'll get into the ground at the Lions' 26. Really nice gain of 25 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to the ground now, Patterson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
That'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Patterson again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards. first downs.
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
And cycle.
They'll set up a throw.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
Great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And Shark calls it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Williams, the man in motion left. from the 16. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the right second, then forced the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
He was looking that time for Jameson Williams.
And it's third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And Johnson's kick is good.
And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 2nd and 14. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Again, they're 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 yards there for number 15.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
They'll give it to Patterson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Patterson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
One. Ready?
They'll try to run with Patterson. And this time he is in. Cordero Patterson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. There's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. St. Brown on the catch, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And
this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. On first down, going back to Patterson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going into the hands of Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. One last shot for Wilson. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.